Alright, again, trying to keep these in 15-minute chunks. Let's just talk about Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry, I have not beat the first one yet. It's a bit too old for me. Having beaten Devil May Cry 3 and 4 a whole bunch of times, going back to the first one, it's just something that I cannot really bring myself to do. Especially, you know what, honestly, the one thing that really kills me about it is no mission select. You have to, there's no way to select and just replay a mission by itself. And that is really, really fucked up. And the reason that bothers me so much is because of the grind. To get Dante at full power, to have your full Devil Trigger gauge, all your moves, all your health, all 2 health bars. It's just, I don't like it. The best part of playing Devil May Cry is always the replays. It's never the grind to get all of your moves and to max out your health. That's always the big fucking pain in the ass. Funny thing about Devil May Cry 4, it was recently announced that 5 would have similar microtransactions where you can buy Proud Souls or Red Orbs or whatever to buy moves. Yeah, I ended up doing that for Devil May Cry 4 because, like, a system update on my PS4 wiped all of my saves, including the one for this and for fucking Persona 5 and Yakuza 0 and a bunch of games, bunch of fucking games, long games, all my saves gone. It was a fucking catastrophe. I didn't want to grind for Proud Souls again. I already did that shit, so fuck you. Fucking did my time. Anyway. So yeah. Devil May Cry 3 is probably the best one. I have problems with the style system. Like, I don't like how Trickster and Swordmaster is the style I feel the most comfortable with, and it's the default way by which you're supposed to play Devil May Cry. Gunslinger and Royal Guard can certainly be fun, but as well as the additional 2 styles you get, but it just, just having to choose, like, Trickster and Swordmaster are the ones, because it's like, in this game, in Devil May Cry, you have shit mobility. Your mobility is dog shit. So you either choose between having a dog shit mobility, but enough moves to feasibly maintain style, or at least high levels of style. You can be stylish with the base moveset, but you can't be, you feel fucking limited because you don't have all your Swordmaster moves. Or you can choose to have good mobility and then not enough moves. Sucks. I don't like it. I'm not offering a solution because, that would take a while. I have some ideas about how they could change the Devil May Cry control scheme, not have me choose the styles on the fucking D-pad, make me take my thumb off the left analog stick like a fucking animal. But yeah, that's just one complaint. Devil May Cry is fucking fun. You don't, Devil May Cry is fucking good and everyone should do it. That's why, that's why I never play as Dante in Devil May Cry 4. It's having all these other extra characters. Virgil's super fun. Nero's super fun. Lady and Trish are super fun. I love just, it's not really how you're supposed to play Devil May Cry, but I love just fully charging the shotgun and just blasting bitches to bits as Lady with buckshot. She's a buxom businesswoman. That would probably actually be my biggest complaint about DMC4, is that Lady is dressed like a fucking stripper for some reason. But whatever. Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is another one where I don't actually own this game. It's a friend's copy that has been played on my PS4. Um, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to buy this game. I'm waiting till it's done. I'm waiting till all the DLC characters are out and all the DLC is released. Same thing with FF15. Apparently, like a second season of FF15 was DLC was released or like announced like 6 months after the Royal Edition, which was supposed to be the compilation of all of it. So yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters and Final Fantasy 15 are two cases of just waiting for the fucking DLC cycle to finally end and for it to all finally be rebundled in one $40 package so that I can finally play the fucking game as it was intended with all the bullshit straight through, no nonsense. I just hate it. DLC is just bad. Every argument that you can make for DLC is bad. A DLC is only bad. I've thought about this for a long time. All of the possible advantages of DLC. DLC shouldn't exist. But Dragon Ball FighterZ is pretty good from what I've played of it. Final Fantasy X and 10-2. Final Fantasy X is a good game. Haven't played haven't actually gotten to X10-2 at all. Um, I watched the weird little movie that came with it of like the it was like a fucking light novel that was released that was like a sequel to 10-2 and like a prequel to a theoretical 10-3. Not the one where Titus gets his head blown up and then like he gets cloned or what the fuck ever. It's one where like it's from the perspective of this weird girl who's like like a proto summoner, even though summoning is done because Sin is dead, and like Lulu is like a mayor of a town, and she's like, and like the girl who like the perspective of the book is written from is constantly staring at her tits. Saying she's got big breasts. She's a big-breasted mayor, big breasts, bigger attitude. That's the only fucking notable thing about Lulu, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't fucking know. Final Fantasy X is good. That fucking weird audiobook is weird. Um, and John DiMaggio sounds really different in it. I thought that they got some other guy to do a John DiMaggio impression. Turns out, no, that was him in that audiobook. But he sounds way different back than how he did in 2001 when he first voiced Waka. And so does James Arnold Taylor. He sounds old as shit now. You can really sense that in World of Final Fantasy. So does Yuna's voice actor. Yuna's voice actor in like World of Final Fantasy. I don't actually give a shit about Final Fantasy, but whatever. Um, Yuna, her voice actress in World of Final Fantasy sounds so fucking different. Sounds like a completely different person. It's super weird. Um, yeah, not much else to say. Um, Gang Beasts. It's a kind of like a weird 3D fighting game where you play as little claymation dudes. That's what it looks like to me. You play as weird little mascot claymation dudes. And it's kind of like a weird physics-based wrestling simulator where you like grab onto dudes and try to throw them off cliffs. It's a fun time. It's good. It's the tuna salad talking. Garou, Mark of the Wolves, is one of the best fighting games ever made. It is so good. I bought it on the Japanese PSN store, the PS2 Classics version on PS3 with a Japanese account, because this game is so fucking good. I've emulated it. I've bought it twice legally. Fucking Garou, man. What the fuck do you want to say? It's the best Fatal Fury game. It's so good. Rock Howard's cool. Wild Wolf Terry with the fucking Air Force jacket. It's all awesome. It's all great. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. And all the new characters are cool. Banjane, Tizok, or the Falcon. What the fuck is he called? What the fuck is T-Zoc called? Is he just called the Falcon? T-Zoc? No, he's called the Griffin. That's what T-Zoc's called. Yeah. Um, Justice and a Cane. The game's good. Uh, Guilty Gear is similarly good. Uh, wasn't really a fan of spending $20 on 2 more characters for the Rev 2 version. I want to call it Second Rev, but that's not what it's called. It's called Rev 2. Second Rev would have been way cooler. But yeah, $20 for 2 whole characters and a bunch of story mode content I don't give a fuck about. Sucks. I mean, I still bought it, but you know. And thankfully, I play Biken, and my friend, who I play fighting games with, he plays Answer. So it wasn't a waste, but the fucking... I don't know. Hitman is good. Hitman is a stealth game. It's the only Hitman game I've played. Haven't played any of the other ones. But a lot of people considered this a return to form after Absolution. This one was backed by Square Enix before they let IO Interactive go. Hitman 2 is coming out. A lot of people are pissed that they're not expanding with a second season of this. They're just kind of making a sequel. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make a huge difference either way, because you were probably going to pay for those new episodes. You know, you would have paid for a second season like you would have paid for a sequel. I was kind of pissed about it, but I don't even know if I'm going to buy it, because, like, I played this game, and I know that Hitman is, like, you can do it a million different fucking ways, and if you really want to play it, you got to turn opportunities off. But I don't know, maybe I'm just a basic bitch. I need that checklist to tell me exactly what to do. I'm not creative. Whenever I get spotted, whenever the plan goes awry in the slightest, which is often, a lot of reloads. A lot of reloads on this one because I'm a perfectionist. Also, being able to only play online sucks dick. That is not great. The whole system of having to level up to gain new entry points and new equipment to use in each mission is interesting, but I don't know if my level of engagement is able to match that, you know. Maybe I'll return to it one day and with the proper mindset and really figure it out and really get good and really start to love Hitman. But for now, it's just pretty good, and I liked it. Hotline Miami. I haven't beaten this one. This game's good. You've all heard about it. You all know what it's about. I nary feel the need to speak on it. Injustice sucks. The game feel in all NetherRealm games is bad. It's honestly kind of miraculous that MKX is fun at all, considering how bad the game feel is. Yeah, I don't know, man. Injustice, the game's fucking ugly. And that's, you know, game feels bad and the game's fucking ugly, so that's enough for me to be like, let's not really ever play this ever again.